fade away if you let me. Please don't forget to forget me. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. All these nightmares haunting me. Yeah, I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. All these nightmares haunting me. So lay me down in a grave all alone with the things that I said and the bones that I broke. Laying low, I don't pick up my phone. I'm coming undone from the hurt I call home. Lay me down in the dark on my own, on a bed made of nails and a heart made of stone. I'll fade away if you let me. Please don't forget to forget me. I'll fade away if you let me. Please don't forget to forget me.
Hello guys. Hello chat. साढ़े तीन हो गए। मैं इनेबल किया हुआ है ना मेरा। हाँ, सही है।
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
This is order. Gather.
Rain cutter. Shake it out.
Crumble. Order guide you.
Shadow Raven! No, my sword!
Solidify.
Think you can bully me? Diana Special! By royal
Rise. Solidify. I will have order.
मुझे आर्टिफैक्ट सेट तो यही लगा हुआ है ना सेम हाँ
Quake!
Let me read you a verse. Odds revealed.
This is order.
हो गया ये भी हो गया और किधर का मिशन टिम्मी वाला है भाई टिम्मी वाला कितने टाइम बाद आया तो मिशन पिजन को फीड करने वाला थिंक सो वही है क्या करना है टिम्मी को भाई यार टिम्मी का पिजन मार देते हो आके अभी उसकी डक को फीड करना है बेचारे
Why is it that once you finally get a break, rather than taking a rest, you instead come to me? Is it that you want to hear one of my stories?
फ्रेंडशिप लेवल 10 क्या क्या
If you're heading to Joyun Karst, please. Trade relies on both contracts and fairness. Where do you want to go next? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
मर गए यार मर गए पैंच Please don't forget to forget. हमारा टीम फॉर्म पे शैडो और अभी स्विच कर सकते हैं सुपर कंडक्टिव भी है पे इलेक्ट्रो चार्ज है सही है यार फिर कम किया तो ओवरलोडेड बन जाएगा सिर्फ एक ही स्विच करने यूनिट ये भी सही है यार जियो के साथ कोई भी टीम कॉम चला लो सिर्फ एनर्जी पार्टिकल्स चाहिए
Stabilize. Order guide you. Rise.
ना भाई यार इतना
Gather.
भाग रहा इकुयो भाई मैंने घंटा कुछ नहीं किया होता है कर लेंगे गॉट इवेंट पहले ये इवेंट कर ले about adventuring in Dragon's Spine. बस नहीं था क्या वेपन स्मिथ यहाँ पे इसका नहीं वो मिशन में ही होता है सिर्फ बहुत यान पे की इंट्रोडक्शन है ना इसमें आई थिंक ये क्या आ रहा है पता नहीं आई थिंक इसी के रिगार्डिंग कुछ ध्यान नहीं दिया कभी डिटेल्स पे
Add astro. Add a.
कोई भी भेज दो यार ओके, एक ही बनती है क्या ये? हाँ, एक ही बनती है। ओ भाई, सारी और लगा दी मैंने, लोल। अच्छा, 50 वो की है ये, ठीक है। कल सारे मोरा लग गए भाई यार। ठीक है यार, यार मोरा लग गई यार।
Take your pick. You'll find.
ठीक है यार। किधर है मैडम पिंग?
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you...
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She
Yanfei.
counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe...
I'm back, Granny.
Agi Yanfei.
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the Traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact detail if you have an urgent issue.
All right, Yanfei. You'll have to excuse Yanfei.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An Adeptus? I guess. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old... They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus.
Well, my dad... Anyway, the chasm's been...
Is that so, Yanfei? Are you...
I know, Granny, you've...
Whoa.
Commercial Crossel. A Snezhnai and Merc... He mentioned that he... So, I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you wanna...
Wow. This...
यहाँ पे बोलते हैं ग्लेज उठा ले रोज ये ला
Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job.
Miss Yan...
Wait!
No, I'm not. The contract in return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and...
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here,
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell.
यार मौसल ये तो यही है सर पे
Leo Lee Pavilion.
Hey, what is this behavior? Kal yaar.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in that.
The hairpins? I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Be back in a
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of date?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juchao somehow. True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
right, I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Jucho looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever we...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check...
Please. However much it is... Now that it's...
Yes, legal. So hold on.
What did I feel? My family...
Smooth to the touch. No, it's...
यार पकाई कराई जाते हैं और तो चल के भी नहीं चाहिए ना
Ah, Miss... You locked...
I'm sorry.
Mora,
No problem. But it was in fact...
Of course.
All right, understood.
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have...
Please wait, it's...
Why'd they have to give me that trance?
जो टीवी आती है चैज़म आई थिंक खुल जाएगा नया मैप तो वो जो भी है वो यहीं पे आएगा
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is... There is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer. I don't know if Granny told you this, but if mere mortals come into Mr. Chow, did you at any time...
No.
Now that is, if I've deduced correctly, he may...
If that's the case, we should go confront him.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way... And then, after that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it...
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like...
Well then, since you're so...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But for...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon... It feels like...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Anywhere commissioned, but not bound by...
I understand.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Such an ordeal.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract.
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire... Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. Also, the idea of someone abusing... But again, let's not dwell on this. I've got it. If Mr. Crossell had his...
Jade वाला चच्चा
Why, hello there, Honor.
No, nothing...
Snezhin... That was he was quite a... Why...
Thank you, sir.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I can't believe
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me... Yes, it's not particularly rare. I've heard it said that Smaragdus...
A thin layer.
If you must see for yourself, try.
Is that so? Did you find anything? So they really.
There's nothing special to it. It just so these two stones actually look very. There may be only a subtle difference for the cat, and I'm sure a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell?
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I want a new toy. I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh, what should I try this time?
I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh, what should I try this time?
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh,
Osmanthus
What should I
wine
try
tastes the
this
same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I want a new toy. I want a new toy. I just like to
Try
make
your luck
people
betting on Jade?
smile.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I just like to make.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Sinxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say, but the amendment as such.
So you help?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices. You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advice. Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh, Miss Yen.
Have no further. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossell. Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Sinxi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinxi. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again!
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because once we have this...
Jewelry's out of stock.
चलो यार एक और पकाई बस पकाई करके मैंने wait I can kill the Geo boss.
I will have order.
By royal
Back at ya! Everybody stand back! Eyes on me!
As a good knight should. I must...
Take cover! to ashes!
Odds revealed!
Get out of here! Out of the way!
Leap!
Get out of here!
By royal I must.
Tap, 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 switch, tap, tap, switch, tap, tap, switch, tap, switch, tap, switch, tap.
Teamwork is dream.
Midnight. Time to clean up. Yeah. Yeah.
हो गई ये I can go to अपना किधर गया क्या है वो है प्रॉस्पेरिटी है एंड इधर पैलेस सिसिलिया में क्या है सिसिलिया नो आई डोंट नो नहीं चाहिए शायद I can do this man actually कितना है रहा ओके Respawn हो गया I think it respawned pang 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 pang
Adventure time!
यार पार्टी इम्बैलेंस बहुत गंदी चीज है We need another set of artifacts for win.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
इट्टी कर सकता हूँ वो दोनों कर लागे मैं क्यों लाया रिसोर्स आप इतना थे Good have easily ascended him.
Steady as.
feel power that ended height. Everybody stand back.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
Take cover. Wings of dark.
मेरा आर्टिफैक्ट का यूज करता हूँ से लगे हुए
Leave it all to me.
Teamwork is dreamwork. By royal decree. To ashes.
Actual ना I use it to some artifacts and I don't know that
Back off.
पेड़ लगा
Out of the way. Shadow ray.
यार इतना बकवास चीज है नो एक
Off we go. Odds reveal. Power that ended height. Ha!
तो करना
Everybody stand back. Ha! Let's light.
As a good knight should.
HP attack 12 दो हो चाहिए एक बार we can do it once और enemies complete baby done but I can use only one let's make it quick yeah
If you ever want to trade...
Yeah, that's better now. I don't know मैं लारिक क्यों होता है ऐसी घंटा बट मैंने सारे डोमेन से करनी पड़ी क्योंकि मैं सारे आर्टिफैक्ट यूज कर ले
Steady as stone.
By royal... Ha! Ha! To ashes! I'm going in!
I must...
Back at ya! Get out of here! Out of the way! Back off!
Oz, reveal... Steady...
By royal Let's light it up, everybody! Stand back! Power that ended Python!
Midnight!
Take cover!
Oz, reveal...
Teamwork is dreamwork! Back at ya!
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
मैंने बैनेट का सेट को क्या बैनेट yup it's same okay the It was the same. ये सेम था और कोई ये भी सेम है. Bloom, think Bloom. And flower तो अपना पक्का ही है.
Benny's adventure.
I can use this. Elementary masters करती है. What I need is a Mora. And yeah, 38. Okay, so it's around 2 minutes. I can do this, then refresh हो जाएगी. Then I can do the other deadline.
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Witness the power of good.
Gather!
By royal
Gather!
I think how we can look. Yep.
Midnight then.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Think you can bully me? Look at you, Boozle.
Solidify! This is order!
Odds reveal.
Crumble! I will have order! Rise!
More. Pratatic actually. I can use crit damage, round crit damage ground cut. I do one thing, I can use a crit damage along with the crit damage weapon. Bas crit damage weapon चाहिए. And I'm good to go. Vago Mundo.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
200% China.
But where are those who share the memory?
This thing बहुत OP है. कितना टाइम छे 7 मिनट. I can do this.
Gross.
My. And if it isn't?
No.
Smaragdus, the 7, it is a I suppose.
That is indeed.
No trouble, but after I want. Your.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever.
Show me your prescription.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
श्योर है क्या? चुतिया बना रहा है.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Of course, Mr. Crossell.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. Now, the
Material I spent...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative... This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all.
Our second...
You know, you...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item... I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, I...
Aren't actually... You did, Mr. Crossell.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. That's why I had another pair of... I kept the real I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them.
Exactly!
If word got out that I saw...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to...
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me...
20%? That's...
Even if the... However, Miss...
What?
Miss Yanfei.
Well,
Thanks so...
Oh, come on. Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client had...
Is that so? That's good.
Actually, I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could
let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well.
Exactly.
The right solution to the objective of my client, Mr. Chow, an adept. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by the title of in any case. Don't you think that the
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely...
Well, since we got what we came...
Sugar. Just 1 minute.
Gather!
Yeah. Rumble.
Ah, you've returned. Good. Oh, you.
I'm off then. Bye. Oh yes, traveler. Make sure you don't. I've been looking at.
Come now.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
That child. Yanfei. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
There we go.
I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody. And you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie.